From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
The Department of Justice awarded grants for body cameras to 4 Arizona law enforcement agencies. We take a look at what it means for these departments and Valley residents.
And fantasy sports are a growing market, but being able to make money off them may be causing issues.
Plus, Native communities, including one here in Arizona, are taking action to protect tribal members from domestic violence attacks.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Yahaira Jaquez.
And I'm Jake Gaden. Thanks for joining us. A new study shows officers that wear body cameras make fewer arrests than those that don't, and they're less likely to stop and frisk people they suspect of criminal behavior. This study was published in the Journal of Experimental Criminology. Two ASU professors analyzed reports from officers in the Mesa Police Department to see the influence the body cameras have during police-citizen interaction. The study found officers who do not wear cameras perform nearly 10% more stop and frisks and make close to 7% more arrests. The study also showed that cameras do not have a significant impact on officers giving verbal warnings to citizens. On the heels of that study, 4 Arizona law enforcement agencies now have new grants to buy body cameras for their officers. Cronkite News reporter Ivan Rodriguez talked to 2 of the departments about how this will impact their policing. Ivan?
The departments here in Arizona will share more than $1.3 million in federal grants to support a body camera program. The police departments I spoke with are eager to welcome this new addition.
I think technology and being a progressive professional and a proactive thinking police department, I think it's been very essential for us to go in this direction.
The Salt River Police Department is taking the lion's share of the money, but the police departments in Peoria, Phoenix, and Glendale are also getting funds. The departments we talked to say cameras improve transparency.
Now, community members or executive administration members can see incidents almost simultaneously or after they've occurred.
Sergeant Vidari of the Glendale Police Department says that they currently have 0 body cameras and that this grant will contribute to outfitting all of their frontline officers with exactly 300 cameras.
With the 300, we'll be able to outfit all of our frontline uniformed officers that are first points of contact for the public.
Sergeant Vidari says that body cameras are nothing new to law enforcement, but simply a progression of the technology that has been in place in their in-car camera systems since 2010.
Well, there's many benefits to a body camera program. One of those is simply the public expects the Glendale Police Department to have and operate at the highest level possible, and we pride ourselves on doing that best that we can, and one of those is meeting that current technology of using body cameras.
Police Chief Patrick Melvin of the Salt River Police Department believes incorporating body cameras into their department has been a long time coming, but we might not be seeing them out on the streets anytime soon.
In a perfect world, 12 months would be really good. I think after we have to do our policy implementation before we go live with the cameras. So I think 1 year would be great. I think anything before that would be exceptional.
The grant also covers the hardware and software needed to manage all the data that's collected. And it will also allow the Glendale Police Department to pay for a full-time employee civilian who will be in charge of managing all that data as it comes in. In the broadcast center, Ivan Rodriguez, Cronkite News.
The Gilbert Police Department has finished their final training session for wearing the body cameras. Officers have had 13 classes to learn how to operate them. Police say the cameras will improve investigations, enhance employee safety, and provide transparency to the public.
Border Patrol agents seized over 1,300 pounds of marijuana from a camper trailer at a checkpoint on State Route 85 south of Gila Bend. Customs and Border Protection says the marijuana was found Sunday after a drug-sniffing dog alerted agents to the trailer. Agents conducted a secondary inspection and seized both the 67 bundles of marijuana and the vehicle.
11 prisoners have now been indicted after riots broke out at a prison in Kingman this summer. The felony charges include participating in a riot, destruction of public jail, criminal damage, and aggravated assault on a corrections officer. The names of the inmate will not be released until the prisoners have served their indictments.
An Arizona representative is expected to give Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders his first congressional endorsement. Representative Raul Grijalva is expected to endorse Sanders during a rally in Tucson Friday. The congressman is co-chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, which was co-founded by Sanders. Grijalva is also a member of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. The endorsement comes just before Sanders heads to Las Vegas for next week's Democratic presidential debate. Democratic front-runner Hillary Clinton has already garnered more than 100 endorsements from members of Congress. A program that allows domestic violence prosecution of non-tribal members is bringing big changes to Arizona's Pascua Yaqui tribe. Cronkite News reporter Charles McConnell is in our Washington bureau with the details. Charles?
It's not often a meeting at the Justice Department begins with a traditional tribal song, but this was not a normal meeting. Deborah Parker of the Tulalip tribe in Washington was singing for victimized Native women, women who until last year couldn't always get justice on the reservation. In 2014, 3 tribes, including the Pascua Yaqui, were able to start prosecuting non-Indians for domestic violence crimes against women on Native lands.
This was something that our tribal leaders felt it was necessary to do. People talk about the cost, but the cost of doing nothing is higher when you consider the female victims.
Urbina said the program worked well to catch suspects who had prior run-ins with tribal police.
18 of those defendants had 84 police contacts with tribal police prior to us having this authority.
Attorney General Loretta Lynch praised the arrests and the overall success of the pilot program by the tribes.
And thanks to your determination, your perseverance, and your vigilance, you've demonstrated that with greater control over your own lands and closer partnership with the federal government, justice can and will be done.
But while both tribes told the gathering that the Violence Against Women Act had some success, they said more needs to be done going forward.
There's a problem with funding.
Funding that has already been authorized by Congress for training and other areas.
The Violence Against Women Act authorized $5 million for this program, but none of it has been appropriated yet.
For now, the objective is to implement VAWA more broadly.
All women in the United States deserve to be protected, and Native women are no exception to that.
Earlier this year, the pilot program ended, and now any of the 566 federally recognized tribes can prosecute non-Indians for crimes against Native women. Live in Washington, Charles McConnell, Cronkite News.
Earlier this week, an American Airlines pilot died in flight after taking off from Phoenix. That plane landed safely thanks to the co-pilot, but it brings to mind the need for emergency medical attention in flight. Cronkite News reporter Mitch Casada found out how one hospital in Phoenix helps air crews worldwide.
In-flight emergencies are terrifying, but Mid-Air MedLink, a company based here in Phoenix, makes sure SOS callers have someone to speak to.
Air travel is supposed to be routine, but when a medical emergency occurs during a flight, it becomes anything but. That's when companies like Mid-Air MedLink come in to help.
We usually get a call from either the flight attendant, the cabin crew, or the pilot, and generally the call will come into our center over here. The call will be answered by one of our communication specialists who will take some basic information down and then eventually speak to the physician to give us further information about the case.
Dr. Monish Bao is a doctor at Banner University Medical Center in Phoenix. He works with Med-Air, which is located at the hospital, but takes calls globally.
Generally, on average, we're taking about 200 calls a day.
If a passenger has a medical emergency while in the air, it's Med-Air's job to help walk them through treatment and then get them to a hospital as soon as the flight lands. Med-Air has been helping passengers for 30 years and taken more than 250,000 cases.
Last year, Med-Air had more than 81,000 cases and currently supports 136 airlines worldwide. They are the world's largest international SOS company. Mitch Casada, Cronkite News.
It's a great place to start when teaching about sustainability.
Valley schools are leading the way in lowering their use of water. Coming up on Cronkite News, we'll take you to one school conserving water one flush at a time.
Plus, we'll take a look at education payout caps and Governor Doug Ducey's proposal for funding Arizona's classrooms.
At ASU, we believe the most important semester is the one that starts after you get your diploma, the one called life. So we work hard to help our alumni thrive. teaching them the importance of not only achieving their goals, but exceeding them. With innovative programs that embrace hands-on learning that encourages real-world growth, our alumni know it can be the education of a lifetime, for a lifetime. For more information, asu.edu.
I'm an urban gardener. I'm a PhD student in criminology law and society.
I have an expertise in construction history.
I also happen to be a swing dancer. Oh, and I'm a source.
And I really like being a source.
Great journalism requires great sources, and we want you to be one of them. Arizona PBS is building a network of viewers, people with insight into the stories we cover and the stories we should cover. Explore what it means to be a source for the Arizona PBS Public Insight Network at azpbs.org/pin.
Are you a news junkie, history buff, science or nature lover? Then discover 8 World, an entire channel devoted to bringing the world home to Arizona. Watch 8 World on Cox 88 or over the air via antenna on 8.3. To find out how to tune into 8 World for your satellite or another cable provider, visit azpbs.org/world or call 602-496-2308. Discover your world. 8 World.
See this patio? There used to be a motorcycle sitting there, a bike I didn't use and didn't want, so I donated it to public television, and they took care of everything. In addition to supporting my favorite programs, I earned a tax deduction. Turn something you don't need into something you really want. Contact the Vehicle Donation Program.
8 is Arizona PBS, a service of Arizona State University.
Phoenix schools are taking a stand in water conservation. Cronkite News sustainability reporter Ebony Johnson takes a look at what the Washington Elementary School District is doing to help. Ebony?
According to the city of Phoenix, the volume of water used by school districts in the city dropped 18% between 1990 and 2012. But if other schools followed in Orangewood Elementary's lead, the cost could decrease even more. Each day at Orangewood Elementary, just over 1,000 boys and girls drink, wash, or flush. Now, Washington Elementary School District has signed a 15-year contract with Mid-State Energy with a goal to reduce water use and utility bills at Orangewood and other schools by replacing regular restroom hardware with high-efficiency equipment.
We can do 2 good things by focusing on conserving water and energy in our district.
City of Phoenix Water Department spokesperson Stephanie Bracken says the city is proud of the district's efforts.
Well, the city thinks it's great that the Washington Elementary School District is really stepping up and conserving water. Anytime our residents, businesses, or even school districts can help us conserve water in the long run, it's great for our water supply.
The district has renovated almost all of their schools, including Orangewood Elementary, which is one of the few sites that includes new hardware plus added irrigation control.
We installed high-efficiency toilets, high-efficiency urinals, and also high-efficiency faucets, which all of them reduce the consumption per use. We also included irrigation controls.
It's taken 2 years for WESD to replace 322 toilets, 99 urinals, and 371 faucets in 28 out of the 32 schools in the district. Kramer says the long-term goal is simple.
We would like to be leaders in this, and we'd like other school districts to follow suit. As I said before, the sheer number of acreage that school districts have around the state is enormous. And if everybody contributed like we do, we think we can make a real positive impact on Arizona's water consumption.
The lease agreement meant no more than larger expenses for the district, and now it has reduced its bill by more than $200,000 over 14 months. The district expects to save even more in the coming years. In downtown Phoenix, Ebony Johnson, Cronkite News.
A research group out of ASU's W.P. Carey School says it's found a faster, more beneficial way to bring funding to our education system by using Governor Doug Ducey's Land Trust Fund. Our reporter Kendall Bartley is in the broadcast center with the estimates. Kendall?
This new research found that investing in the future is causing funding to be at a standstill. And if it goes to the kids now, profits could nearly double. According to the governor's office, 9 million acres of land and $5 billion in assets are held in the Land Trust Fund. This new study says investing in our generation now means a more prosperous future for generations to come. Scott Bullier, executive director of the Center for the Study of Economic Liberty, says money is on the table that could be going to our kids and not going back to invest more in the land trust. Right now, Arizona is currently 48th in the country when it comes to education funding.
Kids in the future are going to be better just thanks to progress and technology and new innovations that are just going to transform the world, cure cancer, and lead to a lot of other amazing revolutionary breakthroughs. Invest now as opposed to like saving it for kids later who are already doing better.
Ducey's education funding plan has several hurdles to clear, and it's just one of several plans being talked about to fund education. In the broadcast center, Kendall Bartley, Cronkite News.
Winning money from fantasy sports may be fun, but it's also illegal.
Coming up on Cronkite News, sports fans across America are playing fantasy football, but in Arizona, it is illegal to participate.
And small businesses have a hard time securing loans from national banks. We'll tell you how community banks are working with local businesses to keep money in Arizona.
Are you a news junkie, history buff, science or nature lover? Then discover 8 World, an entire channel devoted to bringing the world home to Arizona. Watch 8 World on Cox 88 or over the air via antenna on 8.3. To find out how to tune into 8 World through your satellite or another cable provider, visit azpbs.org/world or call 602-496-2308. Discover your world. 8 World.
See this flower garden? There used to be a car sitting there, a car I didn't use and didn't want. So I donated it to public television, and they took care of everything. In addition to supporting my favorite programs, I earned a tax deduction. Turn something you don't need into something you really want. Contact the Vehicle Donation Program.
8 is Arizona PBS, a service of Arizona State University.
Fantasy football has become a multi-billion-dollar industry, yet the Arizona legislature still shot down a bill that could have made it legal. Cronkite News reporter Rebecca Wynn found out why some think the online craze could benefit the state and why others still have concerns.
It's hard to turn on a TV, go on a computer, or look at social media without being inundated with fantasy football talk. With the addition of daily and weekly fantasy football game sites like FanDuel and DraftKings, the new twist to making money off sports has taken over America. But here in Arizona, the football trend is actually illegal.
The fact is that we, as residents of Arizona, are one of only 5 states where we can't play fantasy sports for prizing. And I think that that needs to change. We need to, catch up with the times, look at what fantasy sports games really are.
On the other hand, the NFL and its fantasy site, hosted by the SAP platform, sees the popularity of fantasy football increasing nationwide.
Fast forward 2 years from now, you're going to start to see real-time information, even in-game, same day, the capability to look at, who should I pick, who should I draft today.
With the increase of information that's available, there's also been an increase in problems. Both FanDuel and DraftKings have recently been accused of using insider information to bet on competitors' websites. And that's just one additional issue that Arizona may see with the regulation of online fantasy football.
I mean, so much business is done on the internet, and states are looking for a way, 1, to regulate it, and 2, how can they benefit from it, via tax or fees, that sort of thing. Here in Arizona, they haven't quite figured that out. Secondly, I would imagine the sovereign nations, the Indian nations, are probably going to take a hard look at that. Is it going to affect their casino operations?
And it's in the states connected to tribal lands like Arizona where the legality of fantasy betting is in flux. In Phoenix, Rebecca Wynn, Cronkite News.
Both FanDuel and DraftKings have announced that they're seeking third-party reviews of the companies and have also banned all employees from playing on other fantasy sites.
The deadline is fast approaching for a fast-pitch competition to give Arizona nonprofits more exposure. Social Venture Partners is an international organization that helps to foster connection between donors and nonprofit entrepreneurs. Organizers say Arizona's competition provides a platform for nonprofits to share their messages while giving those nonprofits visibility within the community. The competition is free to enter, but applications are due October 16th. For full details, go to cronkitenews.arizonapbs.org.
For many small businesses, it's not the idea that they struggle with, rather it's getting the money to fund it. With big banks approving only slightly over 22% of small business loan requests, according to Biz2 Credit, some small businesses are taking a local approach to borrowing. It's milk done the old-fashioned way, or as Kevin Dansizen would say, the right way.
Well, the glass bottles is one of the biggest thing. I mean, there's nobody else in Arizona that does it right now. We're the only provider of that.
A year ago, Dansizen Dairy began operations in its new plant in Levine, providing local people with local milk. But this new concept almost didn't happen.
It's a unique business, so you talk to people about the lending factor of it, and people are like, well, I don't understand it. They don't really want to hear about it.
The big banks weren't buying the idea, so they went with Pinnacle Bank here in Arizona.
This is what our main business model is related to, and that is finding small businesses in the community and providing products and services to meet their financing needs, whether it be on the deposit side of the business or on the lending side of the business.
95% of Arizonans' deposits are done in banks out of the state, and 70% of deposits are done with just 3 big banks. While that money is flowing out, community banks like Pinnacle keep the money in.
Our deposits are gathered locally and then they're reinvested in loans locally, and that helps build the Arizona economy. So there's a multiplier effect.
Wells Fargo says even as a national institution, they make their lending decisions locally because local people understand their market and make fast decisions. But for Kevin, it comes down to something more.
Keeping the money here is the base of the economic stability that we need here in Arizona. So I think it's a very, very important part of.
There are 16 community banks here in Arizona, and together they only control slightly more than 5% of all deposits in the state.
Bruce Wayne is not the only one with a bat cave anymore.
Coming up on Cronkite News, one boy's dream of bringing the bat cave from Gotham City to the Valley.
Fridays, it's at Cronkite News, your social sharing connection where you choose the news. Facebook likes and shares, tweets, retweets, and favorites. YouTube views and subscriptions. We're watching you watch us. From our digital home at cronkitenews.azpbs.org to your television, web browser, or mobile device. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Then join us for at Cronkite News, our weekly refresh, each Friday at 5 on Arizona PBS.
Tickets are available now for one of the most anticipated luncheon events of the year. Join industry leaders from the worlds of media, politics, business, and education as we honor award-winning news anchor and late-night host Charlie Rose, this year's recipient of the Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism. The event takes place at the Phoenix Downtown Sheraton on Monday, October 19th at 11:30 a.m. For tickets, visit azpbs.org/Rose or call 602-496-4539.
Hi, I'm Judy Woodruff, co-anchor of the PBS NewsHour. Preparing the next generation of journalists has never been more important than it is now. With its groundbreaking partnership with Arizona PBS, the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU is revolutionizing journalism education to provide students with a real opportunity to work and learn under the supervision of veteran journalists, producers, directors, and editors on newscasts, investigative stories, and documentary productions. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS, reinventing journalism education in the digital age.
It was a special day for one child in Gilbert who got to take a ride in the Batmobile, but his adventure did not stop there. This morning in Tempe, Tyson revealed his plans to bring a little more comic book magic to kids in Arizona. Tyson Copeland is no ordinary boy.
He's a wonderful young man.
He's the type of person who will put others before himself, even on his birthday.
It just went all over. People just started filling jars and I didn't expect it would get this big immediately.
Tyson had one wish for his birthday this year, to raise money via mason jars to build a new bat cave with help from his community.
Tyson is such a special kid because what he has done is that he has become part of a cause greater than himself. Instead of being self-indulgent on his birthday and worrying about what presents he's going to get, He has gone out and raised 1,000 jars of change to help other kids just like him.
Tyson, who's been battling medical issues since a young age, was given a chance to visit the top-secret Batcave earlier this year. His experience was unforgettable and wanted to make sure other children could enjoy it as well.
They have plans to build the Batcave bigger, and they're extending the Batcave, and I wanted to help. And
help he did. With contributions from the town of Gilbert, Phoenix Police, and MidFirst Bank, Tyson has made a significant contribution to the Colton Cowell Foundation.
Almost every state around the world is starting to fill jars. And I'm like, how did it get to being like this?
It got like this because of Tyson, and those who weren't there to support him wanted to make sure his special day wasn't forgotten.
Happy birthday, Tyson!
Tyson turned 11 years old today, and the Colton Cowell Foundation, who's in charge of the project, hopes to submit their plans for the new Batcave in early 2016.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's next on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
Coming up after Cronkite News, it's Arizona Horizon and our Supreme Court preview show. ASU law professor Paul Bender joins us to outline some of the higher profile cases set to be heard during the High Court's upcoming session.
I'm Judy Woodruff. On the next News Hour, Bill and Melinda Gates talk to Gwen about their efforts to improve education. And I head to Iowa to speak with Hillary Clinton. That's Wednesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.